Well, here we are. I, used the bye week to take a week off from the Seahawks, and I guess it did me some good, and hopefully it does the team some good, but my expectations are kind of low now. Lofa Tatupu officially went on injured reserve recently. We were thinking about maybe trying to bring him back in a few weeks or something like that, but this is the right move. This is the right move. I mean, we need to have him moving forward, and this year may be shot either way. So we know we won't have him. CJ Wallace won't be playing, but he doesn't really matter. Sean Locklear probably not going to play. He does matter, especially now that Walter Jones is done for the year. But it looks like Kearney, Hasselbeck, and Rob Sims will be playing. They were listed on the injury report, but they're all going to play, so there you go, right? Even with all that, I don't know. We're coming off a bye week. Under Mike Holmgren, we were always terrible coming off the bye week, but maybe under a new regime, we can take better advantage of that bye week, because for some reason under Mike, the bye week just did not matter to us one bit. Some teams like the Eagles are the finest example of that, really knew how to take advantage of a bye week, and we never were able to do that. Oh well. But either way, we look like we're probably overmatched in this game against Dallas. But don't tell me we can't win, because we can win. Dallas is not that good. Dallas is, not average. They're good, but they're not that good, I guess. And they're a team that, in my opinion, has gotten the hopes up of the Cowboys fans with what happened last week, and now they're just waiting. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still kind of tired for some reason. Just waiting to kick their fan base in the balls, and who knows when that's going to happen. But this is a picture-perfect trap game. This is a letdown game for them. They're coming off that big win against Atlanta. They're 4-2. A win may push them into the contender race again. It's the kind of game that they may let down in, and we need to be able to take advantage of that should it happen. Now, as for what specifically needs to happen, where do you start with that? Well, our offensive line's a mess right now. We don't have our starting tackles. Who knows what's going on at guard? I think we're going to have Chris Spencer, but who knows with him? He just gets injured all the freaking time. He's a pretty good player, but he cannot stay healthy. So, looking at guys like DeMarcus Ware, Jay Ratliff, although Ratliff's hurt too. Sorry. Even Anthony Spencer, Keith Brooking. Those guys could be hitting Matt all day, and I might take this game as a victory if Hasselbeck doesn't get killed back there. Our offensive line's just a mess right now. Against the Arizona Cardinals, it was atrocious. It was really the worst offensive line effort I had seen all year by far. And I just am concerned about what a guy like DeMarcus Ware could do against us. So, I guess, though, if Matt Hasselbeck does get time in the pocket, if he can find a way to get throws off, I think we can beat their secondary. We got good receivers: Hushmanzada, Burleson, Branch, Butler, and then you got John Carlson, and we got a couple of running backs who seem pretty good catching balls out of the backfield. So it can happen if somehow we can maybe max protect, or maybe our young offensive linemen can step up and we get time in the pocket. We can beat their secondary. I really do think that. I don't think we're going to be able to run well. I really kind of anticipated that this year we would struggle running the ball, especially on the road. At home, I thought we'd be okay, but on the road, I really don't think we're going to be able to run the ball. And now with this offensive line, I don't see it. Maybe Julius Jones wants some revenge on the team that let him go, but last year he did too, and we all saw how that went. He fumbled twice in, the first half, I think. So, we just need to throw the ball like mad. I know we can't really do that because our quarterback's going to get killed, and I say quarterback because, well, if one quarterback gets killed, the other guy's going to have to come back in. But that's where we're going to need to try and win this game because we can beat their secondary. It's not a bad secondary, but I don't think it's very good. I think we can do some things there. Defensively, I don't know what to think. The Cowboys have a really good running game, and we just lost our middle linebacker for the year, so they could probably run all over us. But if we can stop the run for one quarter, if we can stymie the running game for just 15 minutes, Jason Garrett's going to abandon it because that's what he does. He's going to give up on it and start passing on 80% of the plays. And if we can somehow, the guys who are out there, David Hawthorne, Aaron Curry, Will Herring, Red Bryant, Brandon Mebane, whoever, it doesn't matter. But if we can stop the run for 15 minutes, we can make them one-dimensional just through their own stupidity. And I don't know if we can stop their passing attack. I do think we can get a pass rush. Flozell Adams, crazy inconsistent. Maybe we can catch him on a bad day. Maybe we can generate a nice pass rush. Our secondary, actually, I don't think is too bad. Maybe we can get something going there. But if we can make them one-dimensional, that heavily increases our chances. So for just 15 minutes, we got to stop Barber, got to stop Jones, we got to stop Choice, and just make them pass all day because they will fall into that trap. And they could beat us through the air. I mean, Miles Austin is the kind of guy that I'm worried about with his secondary just beating us for long touchdowns. I don't think highly of Roy Williams, but he's not awful. Jason Witten's a guy who can certainly rack up 10-plus catches on us. But at least if we make them one-dimensional and just pass the ball all day, we do have a chance. We have a chance to make plays, maybe get some turnovers, and that's really about all I got for this one. Hopefully things just turn out well for us, but I think we need to pass the ball really well. Somehow, some way, Matt needs to get time to throw, needs to make good throws, and hopefully we can move the ball quickly up and down the field. I'm not expecting a win. Dallas is just better than us. We're not very good right now, but that's basically how it can happen. We need to stop the run for the first quarter, and hopefully the play calling for Dallas is as bad as it always is. So I'm not expecting it by any means, but if we beat Dallas, that would go a long way toward us making this season at least somewhat, I don't know, not successful, but interesting. Alright, that's about it.